Good evening. Welcome back to PWT Rely News on Mosley Monday Bread. And tonight we're bringing you a little something special that y'all ought to be aware of. Become the conscience of our country, the United States of America, because it seems to have lost something. And since we're going to be celebrating 250 years, we're losing that too. So I just thought I'd bring it to y'all's attention. ICE detention death doubled. Now, you may not think that's a big deal, but if you're one of them immigrants who live in one of those concentration camps, because that's what they are, folks, from what I've read and seen, I don't think you and your family want to land up in one of them and then be separated from your children and then hear about how badly they're treated. Death rate in ICE detention more than doubles. And this is from a Reuter's analysis. So, we examine the stories that test our nation's conscience. Tonight, we turn to a Reuter's investigation that found that the death rate in ICE immigrant detention centers has more than doubled. And how different is that from the mass murder of all the Jews and gypsies and blacks and the experiments from the concentration camps in Nazi Germany? I don't see much of a difference. Indifference then, indifference now. Don't make much sense either in Germany or the United States. And let me emphasize, it's doubled, not increased, not risen, doubled, which means a higher mortality rate. Deaths in ICE custody have sharply increased. Medical care concerns, multiple cases involve delay or inadequate treatment. Facility conditions, overcrowding, understaffing, and poor oversight were cited, getting to sound like our jails. Oversight failures. Watchdog reports flag systemic issues. And here's the part that hits the national nerve. During their previous administration, funding for ICE expanded significantly. Analysts note that budgets grew, detention capacity grew, and enforcement operations grew. But according to this reporting, the systems meant to protect human life did not grow with them. Shall I repeat that? The systems meant to protect human life did not grow with them. Budget expansion, ICE funding increase. Detection growth, more beds, more facilities. Oversight gap, accountability did not keep pace. The question, and so we ask, any functioning democracy must ask, what does it mean when a nation with our resources, our laws, and our history allows conditions where the death rate in custody doubles? What does it mean when the world no longer recognizes us as the home of the brave and the free? Moral identity, who we are as a nation, human rights expectation, global standards we once championed, national reputation, how the world now sees us, civic responsibility, what citizens, you and me, must demand. We used to stand for something, folks. We used to be the country that said freedom wasn't just a slogan, it was a promise. But when people die in our custody at twice the previous rate, that promise is broken. And when the world looks at us and no longer sees the nation we claim to be, that's not their failure, it's ours. This has been a passionate WT Rely News Mosey's Weekly Report. We don't look away. We don't excuse. We don't forget. We examine the facts. We confront the consequences. And we ask the questions that keep a democracy honest. Stay alert. Be aware. And one day you may wake up in an ICE detention facility and ask, where is Becky Sue and Adam Jim? They were here a moment ago. And stay cool and out of the rain.